everybody, this is your boy Elite here, bringing back some more Monster Jam Steel Titans here. We're going to be racing as Monster Mutt. Did a few races off camera, got him fully upgraded. So we're going to go pick Monster Mutt here. Honestly, just an iconic monster truck, let's be real here. We're going to Indianapolis. The track layout looks very nice, very straightforward. Just kind of reminds me of Martinsville. Everything reminds me of Martinsville or New Hampshire. Either one of those two tracks, because long straightaways, tight corners, flat. So, yeah. It's two Monster Months. Hey, I have to send my teammate home immediately. It kind of stinks that they make me pin up race against a fellow Monster Mutt driver. What a shame. They really should, for these events, they should have me face off different drivers at different times instead of the same driver and sending them home early. Because it's not very fair, honestly. It should have, me facing off against maybe 4th seed, 4th in the standings, maybe 4th or 6th or something like that, where you can really, it can be big championship implications. Yeah, this is a tight race actually. You don't know who's going to win. I'm barely winning, but at least the track layout is somewhat fair. It's one of the easier ones I've seen in a while, which is actually a nice change of pace, because I have had some struggles in stadium events. So we bring it home, freestyling on them. Now, I'm going to be honest, I think Rottweiler is my favorite version of Monster Mutt. The original is really good, but Rottweiler just looks really cool. 37.89. Would I be able to compete? Yeah, I'm about there with him. Just shave off a little bit less mistakes and I'll be right there with him. Let's see here. So, who do I face off again? Lance this time. Dang. I can't tell. Let's see here. El Toro Loco, another very iconic truck. Let's see here. So outside of Maximum Destruction and Gravedigger, very iconic trucks would be Monster Mutt, El Toro Loco. These are just my opinions, but I really feel like those two trucks are also very iconic. And Blue Thunder, that's the top 5, in my opinion, the most memorable trucks for me, in no particular order. But if it came down to root for either Gravedigger or Maximum Destruction, I just liked Maximum Destruction just a little bit more, because Gravedigger's cool and all, but come on, Maximum Destruction had a bit more creativity with his design. And I just thought it was so cool. And it's funny, I never understood why they call it the futuristic SUV, but it really is. That's what they call it, the futuristic SUV. And I'm like, okay, cool. When can we start seeing, SUVs looking like that? Please. Let's bring a maximum, let's actually see what the vehicle is based off of. Can we just create a road version of Maximum Destruction? That'd be so cool. Does anyone remember King Crunch? Anyone? He was the way I know about that truck is Monster Jam on the PlayStation 2007. He was one of the vehicles that was already pre-unlocked. There's also Destroyer, first vehicle you unlock in the game. Scarlet Bandit, Bounty Hunter. That's another one that sticks to me iconically. I don't know why, but it's cool. Then there's Mohawk Warrior, which is a newer one compared to all the other ones. I remember the driver was in the ad for Monster Jam Path of Destruction. Man, that was a cool looking truck though. I would have not thought about putting a Mohawk on a monster truck, but that's pretty cool. And yes, I thought the mohawks on helmets was cool too. I'm surprised I didn't actually get a when I had the helmets for my moped and stuff. I didn't put a mohawk on it or spikes. Just make it edgy. Or would that be considered? Yeah, that I think that would be edgy, as they would say. I don't know if that would fit that category. But if it had spikes, it definitely would have an edge to it. But I absolute clowning out here. Let's see here. Predator. That one I talked about before. I thought that was a pretty cool one. Let's see here. Man, I'm trying to think of some other monster trucks. I mean, Bulldozer. That was in Monster Jam 2007. I actually have a Bulldozer diecast. That I don't know how I ended up. I can't remember how I got it. I think it was a Christmas gift from grandparents, but it was one of those cool ones. It's like, hey, this is what I guess El Toro Loco was based off of, or which came first, Bulldozer or El Toro Loco. But basically, they're both bowls. But I still thought, El Toro Loco, a lot of people may remember him more. Well, I mean, I remember El Toro Loco more, even though I had a Bulldozer diecast. Ooh. I'm barely winning. I'm losing. We're so close, man. You know what? I had such a very good discussing here. It's like, restart it, run it back. I just pushed it. I mean, I could have restarted the whole recording, but nah. Why? And of course, I'm having to go against Maximum Destruction for, finals here. This is just one of those games where it's like, yeah, I know I'm not gonna, I might as well try to get every single win possible. Because the AI aren't that strong, but when they are, ooh boy, it makes it a whole lot more interesting. See, I'm not even winning right now. Sometimes when I haven't played this game in a long time, I forget who's yellow and who's red. So I don't know who wins until, even though it has an indicator based on per lap, if I'm winning or losing, but then I forget then I forget to look and I don't pay attention to that. 99% of my problems can be fixed if I just pay attention by 10% more. Ain't that the truth? $36.21 to win them all, but that was that. Yeah, that was my fastest lap. Nice. You would have had to at least get 9 to get $15, or I don't know what these are called, credits. We got 213 credits for winning. Let's see here. So I got to bring home 14 points, and I sent a teammate with 1 point. That's an L. Shame. Whiplash moves up 1. Captain's Curse falls down 1 position. So that's it. And we just gotta do choose a 2-wheel skills. Just do freestyle, and we'll be good to go. The front angle, it just looks goofy. It looks very innocent, like it's not gonna just rip your head off, but then next thing you know, Monster Mutt is biting you. Well, not literally, but still. It's supposed to be a vicious dog, kind of like a Cujo, I guess. But I always thought of Monster Mutt just not even being that dangerous of a dog. Well, I ripped the ears off, so Monster Mutt's not gonna be happy. He got fixed. He ordered spayed, and I don't know if Monster Mutt's a male or a female dog. I guess it depends on what the driver of the vehicle. I don't know. Oh, it's already over. I forgot. We're just gonna do a pointless front flip. But yeah, Monster Mutt definitely looks more like a male dog. Angry. I mean, female dogs can be aggressive too. Any dog can be aggressive if they're in an environment where it makes them. Then again, I'm not an animal expert, so I might not know anything. All you gotta say is you can train a dog to be as good as you want it to be or as evil as you want it to be. Okay, let's see here. No, my teammate is in last place still. And by a margin, a whole whopping 14 points. He literally needs to win an entire event just to even just close the gap on El Toro Local Black. I just now noticed all the 13 through 16 for all vehicles that I have unlocked. Monster Mutt, El Toro Local Black, Alien Invasion, Captain's Curse. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. Every single one of them that is in literally the last positions are all the trucks that I actually have in my stash that I can use. So yeah, I'm not doing any good. I guess I'm just out here trying to show that I can win in the truck. Now I don't know if the thing around Monster Mutt's mouth is supposed to be like foam or if it's supposed to just be very loose fur, because it looks more like fur than anything. Oh, that was bad. Okay, that actually works. That works more than I expected it to. Front flip, cool. Oh, okay. We're just gonna go ahead and just roll with it. Now, if I can just keep the ears and tails on this thing, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure I won't. I'll probably end up breaking the ears off. I don't remember what event it was, but there were Monster Mutt, there goes the ears already. I already knew I would tear the ears off, unfortunately. There is some damage. What? No, that. Nice. A big old 9. And we already have a perfect score. So someone else would. It really shouldn't just. It should have a tiebreaker on who has the perfect score versus, well, if 2 people tied, it should be who had more points at the end of the event instead of just giving it to the player. That way you had to work a little harder in case someone had a perfect turn. Man, I tore off everything. You can see his brains. You can see the brains of Monster Mutt. Oh. Okay, there's not a combo. There's no reason to do anything. Okay, we got a combo, so this is going to be the last one, so let's make it count. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, it's over. Man, I tore the crap out of the vehicle. And we quickly made it very strong again. Yeah, that has to just be fur around the mouth. There's no way that can just be foam. Which is kind of weird because, like, I guess, yeah, maybe some dogs do it that I haven't seen have very thick fur right around their mouth like a mustache or something. Of course, me and Gravedigger and I, we tied with 10.0. What was Captain's Curse doing? Like, did he just wreck it or something? Oh yeah, Avenger. I don't know why, but I always think of Avenger when he goes out there for like 4 seconds, trashes his truck, and jumps in a waterfall. The driver was just... He was chaotic but fun to watch. He got like 4 points on the whole night. Oh, there you have it. Oh, it's one of these now, ones against... Oh, those are actually kind of fun where you can actually wreck them if you get up to them. Anyways, this is Elite signing off. Stay fresh, douchebags.